Hello everyone, Red Goblin here, and well, this is a video dedicated to basically the first ship that I made in Starfield. This character is going to, in the soon future, become a Starborn, and becoming a Starborn basically means that, all your ships, weapons, and material gets wiped, so I decided to make this video as just a dedication to a ship that served me very, very well. Um, well, let's go and look at it now. And there it is. It's a pretty big ship. Um, yeah, well, let's just go and...
Anything I can help you with?
Alright, let's just go and take a look at it in the modifying
How
menu.
about it?
I won't take it apart yet, but as you can see, it's huge. When I originally designed this ship, I was inspired by a Star Wars ship. Probably won't guess it. It was supposed to be the Havok, which is what I named it after, which was a really wide fighter bomber that I used in the game Star Wars Starfighter on the PS2. And that's where my inspiration came from. And, well, things. And the limitations of the game, and as things grew, this ship turned into its own thing. It's a pretty big ship. It's got 3 layers of, or say 3 floors of internal space, with I guess 4 layers if you count the dock. I wouldn't really count this little part right here. Well, anyway, this ship turned out way better than I expected to be. Um, it didn't originally start out like this. This ship did not have this tail thing to it. This came about because when I built this ship originally, I didn't have access to. I had access to Class C parts, but not Level 4 Starship engineering parts. So my grav drive and the reactor were smaller. I think it was the grav drive that was significant, that really forced me to create this weird tail thing. Before that time, it ended like right here, and it didn't really have much of a tail, and I didn't have this thing on top. Well, as you can see, I went head first into particle weapons, with the bottom ones being here. And this ship has worked out really, really well. It's got, with the particle beams and the turrets, this thing could jump in, even on very hard. In most scenarios, jump in, and I'll be like, you know, taking a swig of some sort of liquid as the game loads, and then right even before the video loads up and you see everything, you can hear these turrets just blowing everything away. It's it's a very, very effective ship. I've tried to replicate this ship actually with this guy right here. Didn't even bother naming it, but it its performance isn't as good. So there's no real video for this guy. Plus, I don't like how the internal set out. For some reason, this ship actually kind of showed me how much dumb luck I got when I first went with the Havok, because the internals and everything, this ship just struggles. It hurts a lot. So but this ship is pretty easy to navigate. Um, I mean, well, there is one little part that is a little bit confusing, but it comes together pretty quickly. Uh, it's very easy to figure out, and I learned quite a bit with this ship. Um, all right, let's go and a little bit of break, but I really want to show the internals first because if I pull this ship apart and put it back together, I may not know where all the ladders are because Starfield doesn't let you have any control. So instead of jumping from the cockpit, let's just start from the boarding part. Now, when I originally designed this ship, I actually guessed I wasn't sure what the workshop was, but I figured it'd be good to have this right next to the docking ramp. I should say loading ramp, and it turned out really good. So when I was making
So much better than
shut up,
Dad's.
Cole.
Like,
When I was making this ship, I was thinking like I wanted to have the workstation right next to the ramp. So when I went to a new colony or a new outpost, I should say, you can't make a colony, unfortunately. Make a not a settlement, an outpost. I wouldn't have access to like the industrial workbench or weapon workbench or something like that. Like, so if I went somewhere and I needed to upgrade a weapon, I could just jump in here and instantly do it without too much hassle. It worked out, but honestly, when I build my new ship, I probably will make it much smaller. Because putting the workstation so far away from the cockpit, it's been a little bit of an inconvenience. Now, I wanted this ship to do everything. So on each side is basically a habitation module. This would allow me to basically, um, carry not cargo, crew, passengers. And well, this gave me plenty of passenger room because I wanted the ship to be able to do everything. As you can see here, nice window view. But honestly, carrying passengers is something you can do, but you don't make much money. Like, you're better off like taking bounties and bounties for like taking out pirate raiders or something, and just blowing them away. There's no really need for passengers. I mean, it gives you some flavor for the ship, and I really like how it's like on the lowest level. So passengers uh, passengers can jump in here without getting involved in everything else. Oh look, I put a research lab right here. I put a research lab right behind the workstation. I forgot about that module. I usually don't go back here much, to be honest, because it's out of the way. It lets me do research and gives me the pharmaceutical lab. Well, anyway, this is pretty much as you can see here, two modules, one after the other, with 3x3 HAB modules right next to each other. So let's go up to the next floor. I know some people, this is kind of a mixed opinion, but I do not like the ladders all going up to the same place. Now, I understand how people could not like that, how to just get on there and just, you just get on the ladder and you just climb all the way there without too much action and not have to bother with having to go through all the floors. But I don't like that. I like to be able to just like run, get where I need to go, vault in. It's a lot faster than taking the ladder. It's more active instead of just climbing up a ladder because that just feels really boring to me. Well, anyway, here's the infirmary that I put here to the side, this side of the ship. As you can see, it's kind of redundant because it gives you research and pharmaceutical just like the science or research habitation module. So this is kind of redundant, but it was kind of role playing when I designed this. So you know, this is a kind of a split. So all the passengers can go down here. They have access to the to a med bay, and then here is the mess hall. Well, the mess hall is the mess hall. If you're familiar with these modules, you are pretty familiar with this. And I got really lucky with this. Another thing I got lucky I could not plan for was the fact that when Vasco is on my ship, he sits right here, tucked away in this little tiny room inside the mess hall, away from everything. Now on that other ship I tried to make, Vasco planted his metal butt like right in front of in the most inconvenient places. If you built your own ships, you know what I mean. Vasco has a bad habit of being placed somewhere that just gets in the way. He's like this. So over there is the infirmary, and now as you can see here, this is the middle of the ship. So this is I guess 2x3, or is it 3x3? No, this is too deep. This is a 2x3. Now, when I originally wanted to make this ship, I wanted to make like this wanted to make this ship super wide, but my ship, as it is now, was hitting the limit, so I had to trim it down a little bit. All right, this is the computer room, and this is the I guess like battle stations room or something like that, or engineering room. It's the engineering room. So I have this big old engineering room to make it symmetrical. Then I have the computer room on the other side of the infirmary. All right. So let's go to the third floor. And this turned out really good. I have this companionway with 3 branches out here. I have the captain's quarters over on this side, which works out pretty good. You have a pretty neat view. You can actually see into the bridge, but because it's tinted, can't look inside, so you actually have a semblance of privacy for like a role-playing situation. And over here is the armory, which I thought it would be cooler than it actually is. I never bothered to put anything in the storage crates, which was a good idea on my part because I've been told that these cargo containers, if your ship resets, you can lose some things. Well, anyway, role-playing wise, it worked out pretty good because you've got this up at the docker, asymmetrical. It's placed asymmetrically on my ship, so you go in here, you arm up, and then you just go in and board the other ship. Not that I do much boarding. If I'm gonna steal a ship, I do it from the ground. And here is the Deimos Bridge. And I'll be honest, as large bridges go, I know a lot of people love that double, the two-story Nova Galactic bridge that's large, but this ship and this in this cockpit really grew on me. You got pretty good view. You can see inside. You can look right at the generator. It just gives you a good amount of visibility. You can, and I really liked it. I really enjoyed this ship. And even though I had to make a lot of uh, not controversies, wow, my brain is spacing out. I had to make a bunch of compromises in my design and my vision to get the ship to work. Well, it worked out pretty good. Now, yeah, it worked out really good. So let's just run past here, hop. Now there is one thing. It took me the longest time to know which way to go. Sometimes I get turned around and I'd go down here, be like, where's the ladder? But like it's pretty good. And just for nostalgia, I'm just gonna run. Just take the time it takes to get to the cockpit. Ah, shoot. There we go. I'm using the skip speaker. Boom. So let's just get out of the ship. And you know what? I'm just gonna F5 it.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade Authority is always buying. Sure, have at it.
Alright. Let's go and take this guy apart. Shall we? Alright. So I should be able to select everything on this layer. Let's split this ship in half so you can see what I did. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, you. Alright. There we go. It's split in half. I probably won't make a ship this big in the future. As you can see here, I have Deimos Science Labs. I have the science lab, the workshop, the living quarters, the all-in-one berth, living quarter. There's no difference. Like they're just, all-in-one berth, living quarters, all-in-one berth, all-in-one berth. I went and used, I kind of cobbled this together. So I used different, I guess, Shroud and Deimos parts for most of this ship, with a little bit of Toyo. Let's see here. Helium tanks. This ship actually had a really big fuel jump capability before I upgraded this ship. Because one of the things that caused me to have to make the get a bigger grav drive was because I couldn't go to the larger star systems, even though I had plenty of fuel. Instead of having like these two 500T H3 tanks, I had the, let's see here, uh, fuel tanks. I just had the, why does it do that? You know what, this is, why does it do that? Sorry, well, this is mostly for my nostalgia, but there we go. Instead of having these, I had these. And I had 4 of them instead of 2 of these, which, if you actually look at it, this gives you 140 grav jump fuel, and this gives you 210. Now, so one of these gave basically 280, while this only, so I actually had more fuel to begin with, but this is the best I could really kind of do with the style. Oh yeah, this thing has an impressive amount of cargo hold on it. So yeah, I have more cargo right here, so, you know, 700, 760, you know, that's like 1500 right there, and then I had these, which gave me, what, like, oh, they're 950, so 1900, and this gave another 300, so I have like 6,000 cargo in here. Huh. Like my cargo is 520. Do I have more cargo containers or something stuffed in here? Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah. I'm really glad I also got lucky here. I have no idea. This Docker just shouldn't really work, but I guess because you got this little halo here and these structures just below it, it works out. Let's see here. As you can see here, I got the this is just structure, but you got to see the habs here set up. So I put the reactor kind of hidden, not really hidden, but it's good enough. You can't really, I didn't want to do any kind of blending, which I don't know if this is gonna stay in the game or it's gonna turn into a mod or something, but early in Starfield currently in its current early life cycle, blending is kind of a thing in this game where you can just glitch modules into each other, like structural modules mostly. If you do habs or something like that, it's just gonna cause some nasty clipping. But I didn't want to do any of that. I wanted to keep this as vanilla as possible. And, well, I did. So as I said earlier, you got the infirmary, you got the computer core, you got the engineering bay. So yeah, pretty neat. And then you have the top where I kind of just used Deimos halls to try to hide the reactors and stuff. Alright. Let's see here. These alpha turrets, these turrets look pretty good. I did swap out the these right here. The 320 neutron turrets are really good. Let's see if I can. No. There we go. If we go to weapons, this might be a mistake, but before that, I had a. What was the weapon? Oh yeah, I first had the disruptor electron beam as my beginning, as my intro. Let's just put you over there. I had these things in place instead of these. 26, 15.9. Fire rate. These are just a little bit better than these flat out. Max power. They give better hull. They take the same amount of power. So this is what I had originally, and then the other turret was Vanguard. Eh. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find that turret. We got these right here, neutron turrets. I wish you could filter these. Ah. There we go. This is what I had these replaced. I replaced these with these. These just hit harder. Now, they have the same range. These things have less mass to them, and they give more hull. I kept these around because they were. They had the same fire rate. They just hit harder, and they give more hull. Wait, 7. Oh, these things do give more hull. I wanted these and these. I went for harder hitting instead of these, and it paid off pretty good. So I'm not gonna go, and I have it probably saved, buried in my save files, but actually, let's see here. Let's actually go and let's see here. Nope. Exam center. Let's see here. Let's go and see if I have an original of this ship. I power leveled. I definitely power leveled on this character. And I don't really feel bad about it because so many of the basic things are hidden behind skill points that my character didn't feel correct. Ah, there it is. This is what it was originally. Wait, I didn't even have turrets back then. Oh, I'm been mistaken. No. This is what it started out as. So as you can see, I had a lot more fuel. My grav generator wasn't that. Okay, let's just go in here. Alright. So I designed 2 Class C ship, which definitely had a lot less reactor power. And this grav drive. This grav drive. Oh man. This thing, like I said, I had a Class C reactor drive. I probably could have kept the Class B reactor drive, grav drive, but I don't know. I just went for the max, which caused me to have to go and put a whole tail on this thing because because I couldn't stock it on here, so I went and let's see, what did I do? Oh yeah. So I bumped it up and put them behind each other. And then what did I put here? Then I put more fuel back here. And then oh well. Well, anyway, this is what it originally was. Oh, at the time, I didn't even have. I had the turrets, and I guess this is what I had primary. Neutron beam eradicators as like my primary, and then I had turrets. This thing did really good at the time. Same basic design, same hull placement. Yeah, I use Deimos landing gear. Deimos landing gear works pretty good if you with the way it kind of works. I know the thrusters and hold isn't the best, but it was enough. Alright. Shoot, now I want to know, how did I... Great. Now I'm just curious. I am now curious how... Now obviously I couldn't stack the grav and the reactor right on top of each other. So what did I do with that space? Did I just put a structured material behind it? What did I do? Okay, yeah, that's all I did. I did put a Deimos structure right there. Sorry about that. Alright, let me see something here. Do I have... Alright. If anyone here is still watching, I'm just going to do a little... I want to run in and do a demonstration. Let's just go... I don't want to go and fight the pirates on very hard. Alright, Crimson Fleet. This will work. What am I doing? I don't have to do any of this stuff. Sorry. This whole map thing is not very intuitive. Let's just jump to Serpentis. Let's see here. Where is Serpentis? There we go. I can jump there.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. As you can see here. Oh. I still am missing a few the final.
What does superfluous?
Oh, there we go.
I just read
There we go. That's a pretty good example. Right. As you can see, I can't max out everything. Wish I could. But I don't think you can. Well, anyway, just just to show how effective this ship is, very hard. Yeah. This, I went and did the main story. The starborn ships are nothing compared to the turrets and the firepower I bear down on this thing. It just blasts through them like crazy. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. My ship's gonna probably get destroyed, but let's do it. One last show of how effective this ship is. Now, this is half luck when you jump in here, because you just get surrounded. We're gonna get as much speed as we can. We're just gonna back it up. Mess up the ships. Oh man. Oh man, that's that was a mistake. I should have went spacebar. I forgot spacebar lets you drift. That's on my part. Spacebar. There we go. I have my boosters, so we're just gonna go and turn around. Ah. I did it. I just wiped out all the pirates on very hard. I did a couple of mistakes there in the panic of it all. I didn't hold spacebar when when I was supposed to drift. I was letting go of. It was a mess. What I was trying to do was turn, run, then hold spacebar, turn my ship around so I'd be drifting, and then just shoot everything that came to me. Let's do that again. I mean, I already showed that this ship is very, very capable, and there's nothing, there isn't anything. Yep. Alright, let's hold spacebar, and we're gonna go reverse. Level 72. Oh wow. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I even leveled up that time with all the high level ships I was fighting. All right. Let's just, as you can see, I'm level 121. Oh man, I've been wanting you. Now that gave me a little bit more power. That would have been effective. But the perks that I used to make this ship as effective as possible, engine thrust, this is very useful in dogfighting. So what I did was, when I boosted, I hit spacebar and then turned around and I was just blasting everything, and I had super long range ships, super long range weaponry. So those ships just couldn't really touch me very well, even though they were really high level. Um, this is really good. This basically can make you invincible if you have a very nimble ship. But the perks that made this ship as powerful as it is was particle beam systems and automated systems. Piloting is very good. Starship design is a must. Like ballistic weapons and energy weapons. And unless Bethesda in a DLC creates something really cool and effective, unless you want to do something, unless you want to make like a very short range, nimble dogfighter, lasers and ballistic weapons just suck compared to particle beam weapons. Particle beam weapons, as you saw, I was able to blow away those pirate ships without any struggle. Payload's kind of nice. Oh, that's actually leveling up again. No, I still don't have rank 2. Payload's kind of nice. You don't need that, but yeah, that's everything. Now I have more engines, so I can make this ship go faster. That's cool. Yep, and nope. I wish there was a way to actually get a better look at it, but yep, here it is in space. Oh man, I'm really happy how this ship came out. Very powerful, very effective. And now I know people say, you know, put turrets in the back of your ship so you can weave in and out. Which, you know, I've seen videos of, you know, putting turrets behind, facing rearward so you can dodge and so you can still fire while getting away. But as you can see, you don't need them. Just put all the guns face forward, and everything's gonna die. Everything's just gonna go and be melted. And unless you get surrounded, I mean, it doesn't matter if you have turrets behind you. If you get surrounded, you're in trouble. And with the fourth, also another argument um, for turrets is because of this perk right here. When you get to rank 4 in engine systems, I don't have it, but while boosting, all enemies disengage, and the player can only disengages the player and can only be require them as a target after the player stops bursting. So basically, you don't get hit while boosting. So you can go and give yourself, I guess, a little bit higher continuous DPS by you know, running away. But if you do what I did, where I just jump in, boost out, and then turn my ship, and then just coast backwards with all my guns blasting away at everything, it's it's just it's very effective. And, you know, as I said, very hard. This is a very, very good ship.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Yeah, you go over there, Cole. I'm gonna miss this ship when I go New Game Plus, you know, or if I make a new character. I'm really happy how this thing came out.
Bye.
You see the key and the... Can't quite board that thing. It'd be funny if I could. Actually, you know, there's also another factor with why this ship was very effective, and I forgot to mention it. This is my crew. Now, obviously, I am missing a few perks, so I can't. Um, uh, so I can't have more people on my ship, but I have. Let's see here. But I have Barrett, which has particle beam weapon systems for ships. And I have Sam Cole, which... Oh. Never mind. It's Barrett. Barrett's got 3 in particle beam weapon systems and is very, very effective. Sam's got piloting, payload, Starship engineering. I'm not sure exactly how much that does, but this certainly gave me the ability to hit really hard. So if you have a new ship out there and you're wondering, you know, and you copy everything to the letter, but you don't know why you don't hit as hard as the people in their videos, they may have some pretty good crewmates that are giving them that little edge that's making everything just a little bit easier. So I think this is it for the video. I just looking at the space views. Right underneath the thrusters. So that's it. I'm just pretty much burning time now, so thank you for, you know, well, thank you as I went through this ship and basically record something that worked really well for me. I'm very happy with this ship, and well, I'm hoping that in the future, when I go and see this video again, that, you know, I'm just giving this good sense of nostalgia, because this ship did well. And I did not know what I was doing at the time when I built this thing. And it came out way better than it deserved at my level of knowledge for the game. So I hope that this was inspiring. I hope you enjoyed my ship tour. And hopefully, maybe gave you a little bit of reminder or some advice. Well, have a good day, as I remember how to. Bye.